for another edition of In the Kitchen with Chef Larry. And this week we're going to do shrimp and grits with a little Mediterranean twist to them. And in the kitchen visiting me today is a good friend of mine, Chef David Fusco. And we're going to make the grits to start off with. Okay, so here's the ingredients for the cheesy grits. We have Logan Turnpike stone ground grits, white, and then we've got shredded white and yellow sharp cheddar cheese. And the ratio of grits to water is 1 cup grits to 4 cups water. In this case, 1.5 cups grits to 6 cups water, because we've got 6 people here. So here's the ingredients for the shrimp part of the shrimp and grits. Of course, we have some fresh tomato juice, shallots and garlic, fresh parsley chopped, zest of lemon, diced tomato concassé, lots of green onions. I like the flavor of that. Fine diced. This happens to be a hatch green chili, serrano chili, jalapeno chili is fine. Celery, salt, pepper, white wine, and of course the shrimp. All sauteed together to make a sauce that goes on top of the grits. So first, what we need to do is get our salted water boiling with a little pat of butter in there. And then we're going to just slowly whisk in the grits, just like making polenta, very simple. And you'll see they'll start to thicken up pretty quick. And all you want to do is then put it on medium heat for about 20 minutes, and then we will finish it with the cheese to make it the cheesy grits. Okay, next step, we've got the grits working, and we're going to start to saute our shrimp for the shrimp and grits. First step, I like doing things in a wok because it gets nice and hot and it's non-stick. So I'm just going to add the different items. This is the shallots and garlic. We've got green onions.
Be careful,
They're hot. These are hot peppers, so I know Annette doesn't like a lot of peppers, so you can add as many as you like to make it hot or not. Celery. Then we want to season that. A little salt and pepper.
So Larry, what's the difference between grits and polenta?
Really not that much, to tell you the truth, especially stone ground grits. These are white, of course, and polenta is usually yellow, so it would be yellow stone ground grits made in the same fashion as polenta. So not much of a difference there.
So you just want to sweat this?
Yeah, I just want to sweat that. I got this the lemon peel that I'll add in there. That'll add a nice aroma to it. Okay, then we've got the shrimp.
And where's the shrimp from, Larry?
This shrimp is a wild-caught white shrimp from the Gulf of Mexico. And, you know, as far as shrimp goes, you want to try to use a wild-caught or domestic shrimp if you can.
So basically don't use farm-raised shrimp.
Farm-raised shrimp.
Or farm-raised fish.
Farm-raised fish, you know, is not nearly as bad as farm-raised shrimp because they fit so many of them into one little pond, and they pollute the pond, and you wind up having problems.
Polluted shrimp.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Okay, we need to season that shrimp again with the little salt and pepper.
So you could make this dish with polenta, and just it'd be shrimp and polenta.
Shrimp and polenta, sure, yeah. Absolutely. A soft polenta would be perfect.
And instead of cheddar cheese, you could use mozzarella or mascarpone.
Mascarpone and Parmesan would be a great addition to that, yeah. So now I'm going to add some of my wet ingredients to the shrimp. So I have some white wine, and that's going to create the sauce for me. I got a little bit of fresh squeezed tomato juice, and of course parsley, and again seasoned for the last time with the salt and pepper. Now that'll cook up and create the sauce, because you want it to be, you know, somewhat saucy to go over those grits to make the grits. And you want to let the shrimp finish cooking. See how the shrimp start?
Yeah. And this sounds like a silly question or silly something to say, but you want to make sure that your shrimp are cleaned, right? And I don't mean just peeled. You want to make sure that they're deveined.
Notice that I had you peel and devein and take the tail off of the shrimp. So they're all cleaned and deveined like that. It's always good to have somebody around that can do that. And that's pretty much it. So now what we'll do is we'll finish off the grits, and then we'll put the plate together and show you what it looks like. All right, so the shrimp part of the shrimp and grits is ready right there. Let's give it a little flavor taste. It's right on. Looks good. Not too spicy, but you still have that little bite. And now let's finish the grits.
All right, now I'm going to finish the grits. We're going to just go ahead and add our sharp cheddar and white cheddar. And a little trick Larry didn't tell you about is he likes to add a little heavy cream to help the cheese melt. About 2 tablespoons.
Yeah, it keeps the cheese from getting stringy. It just helps make it more smooth. And once the cheese is melted into it, then there you have your cheesy grits. So then we would plate this up by putting the grits in the bottom of a bowl, like so. And then we'll add a little bit of the shrimp part.
That looks delicious.
Right on top. Like that. And there's your shrimp and grits.
Eat your heart out, Henry.